Hello YouTube and welcome to Tyler Totten Live. I'm your host Tyler Totten and alongside me is my chief analyst Tyler Stoner. Let's get started today. We are leading up to the Daytona 500 and as you know NASCAR has made some major rule changes starting with the changing of the wing to the spoiler and many other rules that allow the drivers to police themselves. Tyler, how do you feel about these changes and do you think that it's going to affect the way the drivers race during the Budweiser shootout, the Gatorade duels, and then during the Daytona 500?
Well, Tyler, it will affect a lot of the drivers and stuff. You know, I think it'll bring more action to the sport and bring more viewers and stuff, you know. But, you know, it'll be all good. You know, we'll just have to see how it goes in Daytona.
All right. Now, NASCAR has decided after a test in March at Lowe's Motor Speedway, or Charlotte Motor Speedway I should say, to change the cars from the wing to the original spoiler. How do you think that's going to change the handling on the car and make the drivers, do you think it's going to make them drive different?
Probably make them drive a lot different, maybe a lot better, because say with the wing, say there was a lot of complaints from the drivers that they couldn't see from their mirrors, and it'll cause more vision for them, so you know what I'm... Yes. And, you know, it'll just bring more back to the sport and it'll be better and more, like, aerodynamic.
More exciting.
Yes. And
we're all reminded of that wreck at Talladega involving Ryan Newman and multiple other drivers where the wing actually acted as a wing, I guess you could say, to flip Ryan Newman's car over on top of Kevin Harvick's car.
Or Kevin Harvick.
We'll be right back on Tyler Totten Live. Stay tuned.
Okay.
After I get done making a great episode of Tyler Totten Live, I like to eat. And when I eat Reese's Fast Breaks.
Reese's Fast Break.
Hello, welcome back to Tyler Totten Live. My chief analyst Tyler Stoner will be back later in the show. But right now I have my other analyst, Travis Totten. He's my brother, by the way. Travis, a lot of rivalries occurred last year between Denny Hamlin and Brad Keselowski, and then you had Tony Stewart and Juan Pablo Montoya at the end of the year, and a few others. Do you think that now that NASCAR allowing the drivers to police themselves, do you think that these rivalries are going to expand throughout 2010, and do you think that many more will happen?
Yes, I do think many more will happen. I think the rivalries that happened last year, at first they won't be as heated because they're still going to test out NASCAR's rules, see what the leniency is. But whenever they figure out what it is, the drivers will get on each other, and it'll turn into heated drivers like we had back in the day with Dale Sr. and them. I think we'll see a few more rivalries this year because people are allowed to hit each other, and I think it's just going to be interesting for the sport this year.
Now, they are allowing them to police themselves, but they've kept the yellow line rule at Daytona and Talladega. So, do you think that we're going to see a more exciting last lap pass for the win and more wrecks there at the restrictor plate tracks now?
Yeah, I think we will, because with the yellow line rule still being in play, they can't go below that line, but now they're allowed to hit each other. And in these close of a pack, when they're running 3 and 4 wide, if they're allowed to hit each other, they're just going to go to town on each other, put each other in the fence, and see what kind of wreck they can cause to get to the win themselves.
That's another point, is that NASCAR is making the restrictor plate larger, which is going to allow the cars to drive faster. So, Travis, do you think that that's going to cause another huge wreck, maybe like the Brad Keselowski and Carl Edwards wreck at Talladega in the spring?
I think it will. And like we know, this is the largest restrictor plate since the '89 Daytona 500. With speeds probably going into excess of 200 miles an hour, if one car just gets a little squirrely and it hits another car, there's going to be cars going all over the place, and if they can hit right in the right angle, you can get 2 or 3 cars maybe into the fence instead of just one. So I think NASCAR is going to have to look into maybe reinforcing the fence even more than they have.
All right. Thank you, Travis. We'll be right back on Tyler Totten Live. Stay tuned.
Reese's Fast Break. It's crazy good, but I wonder how it was born.
You got your chocolate in my peanut butter.
Got your peanut butter in my chocolate.
What's this gonna taste like now? It's not gonna taste the same at all.
Heaven.
Reese's Fast Break. Hey, make it happen.
Hello, welcome back to Tyler Totten Live. I have Tyler Stoner alongside me yet again. This segment we're going to focus on die-cast cars. As you saw in the opening credits, I do have a few die-cast cars, and this is one of them that I've selected because of the Daytona 500 weekend. This is the 2007 Daytona 500 winner from Kevin Harvick. As you can see, it has a lot of debris on the front and big scrapes down the side from where I guess he's hit the wall. And every week we're going to add a new car to my collection. Stoner, would you like to hand me the new car for this week?
Here you go, Tyler.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This week I've chosen another piece of race use die-cast, but it's not from Daytona. This piece of die-cast is a very nice piece of die-cast. It is the Kyle Busch Atlanta win when he got his first win for Toyota and his first win with JGR. And it has some dirt on the front. You can't see it as well as that one. It has some scrapes here, and this tire is blown out, so that it actually comes apart. It's a very cool piece of die-cast.
Of them.
So every week we're going to add a new piece of die-cast to the collection. And if you have any suggestions on a piece of die-cast that you'd like me to get, comment, and I will see if I can find one. Stay tuned. More Tyler Totten Live next. Whenever I get done filming a great episode of Tyler Totten Live, I like to play basketball with my friends. And when I do play basketball, I use a Nike basketball. Nike. Just do it. Hello everybody and welcome back to Tyler Totten Live. I have Tyler Stoner alongside me yet again. And this is where we're going to make our predictions for who will win the race. And this one is the Super Bowl of NASCAR, the Daytona 500. And I get to pick first because this is my show. And my pick is on the guy who I've stuck with for many years now. And he did very well last year in the championship, just eluded him when the chase came. He had 4 points wins and won the All-Star race. I'm going with the driver of the number 14 Office Depot Old Spice Chevrolet, Tony Stewart.
Well, you know my pick, Tyler. Does 4 times in a row sound familiar to you? Superman himself, Jimmy Johnson, is my pick for the Daytona 500.
His Achilles heel is Daytona, so I don't know why you're picking him.
Oh.
And Travis Totten, as you saw earlier in the show, he wanted me to tell you guys to keep your eye on the driver of the number 29 Shell Pennzoil Chevrolet, Kevin Harvick. He said he's going to pull off the Daytona 500 win. And if you remember, his last points-paying win came at the 2007 Daytona 500. If he doesn't win this Daytona 500, it'd be 3 full years he hasn't had a points-paying cup win. All right, that'll do it for our show today. Thank you for watching Tyler Totten Live. Watch for next week.